Hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. Well, last on last Friday, the department had organized a farewell lunch for all of us because at Strathclyde for MBA program we have two batches. One is September intake batch, another is for January intake batch. Since I'm from January intake batch, so we have uh, core module classes together with the September intake batch. That is why now they'll we have that last module together. Now we have two optional modules, and afterwards they'll go for their project, and then they will be at the end of almost degree program. So and that is why the department organized farewell lunch for all of us. So when I received the email for lunch, I immediately requested my department administrator Susan that uh, I I I need halal food, so kindly um, that would be really great, and I would really appreciate if halal food is arranged for me. So Susan immediately replied to me that yes, definitely, and they would arrange halal food for me. So on the day of lunch, they had arranged a chicken that was halal. So for all of us, because some of my friends are vegetarians as well, some of them take beef, chicken as well. So after the lunch, we also took photographs along with our seniors from September intake batch. So just take photos and view some of the videos. So this is my January intake page. We are all the classmates. Almost all of us are part of this picture. So after we finished the lunch, I met with one of my colleague who is from September intake. His name is Eric. He's from Ghana, and he's a very interesting person because when went to Eric and I greeted him. Hey Eric, how are you doing? So he says, hey, you know my name? I told him, yes man, you're very famous. So he said, how? So I told him that when we used to take the Zoom classes, he used to be very passionate, enthusiastic, and that is why when he used to debate on some topic or some issue, so he used to become so enthusiastic and passionate that um, we often used to talk about him. So I told him that story. So he said, oh yeah, right. So then he asked me that from which part of India I belong to. So I told him no, I'm from Pakistan. So he said, oh really? So good to know that you're Pakistani and that you're only Pakistani. So that was a nice interaction, and later on we exchanged the numbers, and I also invited Eric that he should, whenever he's in the city center, just let me know. So when I texted him on his WhatsApp, so he shared this video. I want to share with you as well. So this video was shared with me by Eric. This is Jen in Tech Batch. So some of our uh, seniors and classmates, and including myself, was also considering to opt for one module in France. There is a Toulouse Business School. There is some city in France, Toulouse. So Toulouse Business School offered managing in Europe module and in their business school. So they also made arrangements like accommodation, but definitely we have to pay for our lodging and then a fare and some other expenses. So I was also very curious to visit France. So I thought I'll also be visiting France, as well as I would have gone to Paris as well. But Toulouse Business School organized an online webinar for the information of University of Strathclyde students. So when I attended that session, so it was 1 week module. It included a few visits like a visit to Airbus manufacturing plant and a few cultural sites. Then I decided not to go there because expenses were somewhere around close to 700-800 pounds. So I thought for 1 week that was that's more expensive. So instead of going there for 1 week, I should later on visit France whenever I've got time. For instance, our per day accommodation charges were around 48 euros, so that was equivalent to 40 to 43 pounds. So for 1 week, that could have been around 230 to 300 pounds, and around 150 pounds airfare, and then let's assume food and from airport to our lodging facility, transportation charges. So I thought that is not a good idea to invest 700-800 pounds on just one trip. So I thought later on I'll be visiting on my own. That is why I did not opt for Toulouse Business School. So instead of these two modules, I opted for consulting skills and project management because in future I want to pursue my career in consultancy management domain. Uh, in some good firms, there is these are the dream jobs definitely. But uh, that is why I'm opting for project management and consultancy skills. These seems to be rewarding as well, quite challenging, and like they're big in big four or big three MBB firms. Getting into these organizations seems to be an uphill task, and there are few lucky ones who get the opportunity to join them. But if now or later on, I'll get into these firms for sure, if all goes well.